I am Red Cyclone! Aria!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better Raspberry podcast. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Merc with the mic.
What is going on today?
What is up? What is up, Merc? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Had a good time yesterday. I went to Long Island for our fellow cast member Tenacious T's birthday. We had some wings. We went to toy stores and video game stores. We had a good time.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
I got him.
Tenacious T.
I got him X-Men Legends 1 and 2.
Oh wow! Did you play a arm and a leg for those?
Not at all. I paid
Good.
$25 for both.
Good.
So he wanted a game for basic Xbox. So I was like,
Mhm.
have you ever played X-Men Legends? And he was like, nah, I never played it. I was like, this is probably one of the best X-Men games I ever played.
I agree.
There's like RPG elements and stuff like that. Raven Studios did it. 1 and 2, they're both great. So I saw 1 was like $12. 2 was like $12.99. Dick Dude gave me a little discount, and it was for his birthday. So I was like, yeah, I'll grab him. I got him for it. And so I was like, yo, now you gotta play X-Men. Now you gotta play it. Like, I want to hear reports on the fucking game.
But that wasn't his thing for the Game of Rage, was it?
Nah. His, you know what? His challenge, I gave him a good challenge, and he gave me a shitty challenge.
Well, okay. Well, which was which?
He gave me Home Alone for NES.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did. Yeah,
that
I
game
did hear Home
sucks.
Alone. Yeah, there's no good version of Home Alone, unfortunately.
No. I think I could finish it. Like, I kind of got really far the first time I played it. Like, I got to where, like, honestly, I'd be straight up. I watched a video just to see the mechanics and seeing where it goes. So I was like, all right, I see where it goes. I see kind of where the game plays. But I've seen people beat it in like an hour.
Yeah, it's definitely not a long game.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to beat it. If I beat it, I'm going to put it in the face. I'm going to try my best to beat it. But I gave him an amazing game. I gave him a funny game. I gave him a great storyline game and Ratchet and Clank.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so.
Does he have that?
No, he bought it yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
I was like, I prefer you play the original one because I didn't like the remastered one that much. It was a good game, but the movie elements of the story kind of annoyed me.
Oh, okay.
Because they added movie stuff into it.
As in, like, from a Ratchet and Clank movie?
Yeah, there was a Sony Ratchet and Clank movie.
I didn't even remember.
But it was a CGI movie. That's why we didn't review it.
Okay, got you.
That's why I didn't make the list.
All right.
It wasn't like CGI humans. It was just all CGI movie.
All right.
So yeah, so it was nice. I was able to get my hands on the NECA Slash and Leatherhead from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles NECA cartoon series.
Okay.
Figures. Went to Time Warp Toys, which was an amazing spot in Long Island. Yeah, it's so much shit. Like, fucking Tommy went in there and he was having heart problems just because how much shit that was in there. Like, his ADD was like, he didn't know what to fucking look at. There was so much shit that he was like, damn, I want to spend so much money right now. And it's really well organized. It has a lot of cool stuff. It has a lot of pops. It has a lot of wrestling. It has a lot of It has a little bit of Power Rangers. It has some stuff Power Rangers. It had a lot of Ninja Turtles and things like that. It had sports and all that stuff. Comic books. Everything you name it, they probably had it there. So it was cool.
Nice.
Cool little spot. But yeah, it was fun. Easy week. I finished WandaVision Friday. Well, I'd say I felt the show was an amazing show. I think Elizabeth Olsen killed it in the show, like acting wise, and the way she was doing her thing. I swear she should get something for this show because she was amazing in it. And it touched the heart, it touched the mind. It pretty much really told a great story, and I think this is something that's going to be the beginning of a lot of things a bit Marvel, and then the new phase of MCU. I think the new phase is just making I think this phase right now, the phase that we're in for the MCU, is making a new world.
Okay.
And I think that's what it is. I think it's building the foundation of a new team, a new everything. And I think that's where it's going. And then phase 2, I think, is going to be the big villain showcase. And then I think the third one is going to be like the big finale. But I think they're going to do it in threes, but I think this phase is going to be one of the longest ones.
So how many more shows do they have
So this
for
year,
this universe?
So this year, you got Falcon and Winter Soldier, which starts next Friday, which I'm excited for because I really like the Baron Zemo character in Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
I liked his character a lot, and he had a reason to do what he did. So, like, I felt like it's kind of like Killmonger. Like Killmonger, you like understood him, and he was like, I actually agree with you, kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
So I think Baron Zemo had the same kind of characteristics as the fact that you agreed with him. He was like, yeah, y'all fucked up. Y'all killed my family.
Mm-hmm.
I want to kill y'all now. And that's how he felt. So now he's getting the whole full Baron Zemo costume and all that shit. And I'm actually really excited about it. Because I like when they use
Is he going to wear that bag on his head?
The purple suit? Yep.
Man, no, that thing is not purple. That thing is pink.
No, it's
most often it's drawn. I know it can be purple.
Yeah.
But most often it's drawn bright pink.
It's like a dark pinkish. Like it's not full pink. It's a dark red. But I'm excited to see him. I'm excited to see what the storyline they're bringing. They're bringing U.S. Agent. They have the whole story of Winter Soldier and Falcon. So I'm actually really excited to see it. A lot of people are not really that keen on it, but I'm excited to see it. That's the next one. When that finishes, Loki starts. So Loki would be right after that.
They said what genre of shows these are going to be. I assume they're not going to just all be dramas and stuff.
So I think Falcon Arrows, Falcon and Winter Soldier is going to be more action. I feel like in the lines of Winter Soldier, but with comedy. They're going to have a lot of like one-liners and shit.
Okay.
But I feel like it's going to be more in the lines of Winter Soldier because the writers of Winter Soldier wrote the show.
What do you think about the Loki one?
Loki's storyline that there's based on is a crazy-ass storyline. This is when Loki becomes president of the United States.
Oh, that's interesting.
And so in the beginning, in the trailer, you see him with the vote for Loki and shit like that. So I'm very interested to see what they do with that. Seeing that he got the Tesseract back because of Endgame and shit. We'll see where that goes.
All right.
And then
that's cool.
There's a lot more down the road of TV shows. And I actually like that MCU is doing this because not everything needs a movie. I feel like not every character could be a movie.
All right, I see that.
And I feel like the TV shows kind of help you build a character that doesn't have like a big like blockbuster storyline that is going to get people hooked. But if you do it in 8 episodes in a smaller tale that you could just watch on your streaming service, I think you appreciate the character more because you're actually getting more bang for your buck.
Well, I mean, the way things are going now, It doesn't hurt because
No,
people are at home and you give them more content to watch. They'll be apt to watch it instead of being like, I just saw this one movie and I thought it sucked. Yeah,
so I think it's Loki in June. I think it's Falcon Arrow, and then Loki in June. Then it's What If in July. Which I'm
That's going to be a full series as well.
So What If is going to be an animated series.
But regardless, it's going to be like full amount
it's going
of
to be.
episodes.
I think it's going to be 10 episodes or 8 episodes.
Okay, all right.
But some of the stories is like, what if T'Challa got sent to space instead of Star-Lord?
Oh, okay.
Like, what if Black Panther became Star-Lord?
What about my favorite? What if Punisher kills the Marvel Universe? Come on, do it.
I don't think the one's there yet, but then again, they haven't listed all the episodes yet.
That's what I'm here.
I think the only one
let's go crazy.
The only 2 things they showed was the Marvel zombies.
I mean, that's the step in the direction. He's gonna have to kill them all.
Yeah, and then they also showed Peggy Carter as Captain Britain.
Oh, I didn't.
That she took the serum.
Oh.
She took the super serum.
Captain Britain or America?
Well, she's British.
Oh yeah, she is, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. So those
Oh
are the
no,
two.
I got the people confused. I'm thinking of her daughter.
Yeah.
Thinking of Sharon Carter,
Oh, okay.
the blonde lady.
Yeah, she's actually in Falcon Winter Soldier.
Cause isn't she something in Shield or
I think she's the one.
related to Captain America?
So they
like
had
high profile?
Mockingbird. They had Mockingbird already. So I think she's gonna be Diamondback.
Isn't that a villain though?
No, Diamondback. Not Diamondback. No, Crystal is Alias. Jessica Jones.
Is that Crystal?
Yeah. Not Crystal.
No, come on. You said Diamondback. I'm like, wasn't
No.
she bad and then she fell in love with Hawkeye or something like that? It was a whole thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of characters that could be something. I'm not too sure. I think it's Diamondback, because I think she was the because she was the character that was responsible for Captain America's death.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Hmm.
but that's an old character I know.
Yeah.
That used to be a hero or something like that, or vice versa. She was a
Yeah.
villain that became a hero.
Yeah.
She's not the lady that was in the that super villain team. What was it? That was
Thunderbolts?
Is that the same person?
No, I think that's
That's Mockingbird. That's
Mockingbird. No, that was
Yeah, no, I'm thinking of her.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of her, and that's the lady who.
And the
was-
thing
who
is,
was the villain.
Mockingbird been on a show already. She was on Agents of Shield.
Do they keep the same actors and actresses?
Yeah,
from Agents
because
of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
because the main dude and the girl, she's gonna recast her as her character. So I don't know if they're gonna redo Mockingbird, even though the Endgame thing kind of changed storylines and shit like that, so you could bring certain characters back and whatnot. But who knows? Who knows?
Okay.
But we got What If coming. After that, I think then they have other ones after that, which. They announced She-Hulk getting a show. They announced Moon Knight getting a show. They announced who else was another character?
When is Spider-Ham?
Spider-Ham. He better get a show. But then it's Sony.
That's what I want.
Sony be an asshole about it.
They own Ham? They don't. They come on. They own the Ham. I'm so upset. Don't tell me that.
They own the Ham. Howard the Duck was supposed to get a cartoon series written by Kevin Smith.
Why not? Well, I mean, he could do a lot better than what we saw. That's all
Yeah.
I have to say.
Yes. A preview of the later cast. But I think
I'm
Kevin
not
Smith is
happy with that
writing
one.
it. And that was supposed to be a Netflix show, but I think it's going to Hulu.
All right. As long as they didn't cancel it, that's fine.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting. We'll see where it goes. But there's a lot of stuff Marvel's going, and then Black Widow's gonna finally get released in the movie theaters. And then that's the movie fronts. Like they still have Shang-Chi that's coming out in July. You have Eternals coming out in November. So there's a lot of shit. MC's gonna just flood us with content.
Yo, well, speaking of content, I have to ask you the weekly question. Hey, Merc, when are you gonna install Fortnite? Because this week's newest, I can't believe this character is in Fortnite, is Ant-Man, and it's the movie Ant-Man specifically.
Yeah.
So when we gonna get?
I'll download it today.
And he's tiny too.
Yeah.
Wait a second, because I'm looking at the promo, and they're just showing the ground
Yeah.
all close up, and it's supposed to be like, oh yeah, it's Ant-Man, but you can't even see him. That's pretty funny. But it's official.
I just read something funny and it made me crack up. AEW just trademarked Captain Insano. You might be right.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Dude?
I think you're right.
All right.
Are you looking forward to this Snyder cut of the Justice League movie?
Nah. I had enough with the first one. I'm good.
We might have to have the panel because I know Tommy wants to be on that cast if we do it, and then his brother as well.
I mean, I'll watch it for a cast, but I mean, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have no interest.
I feel the same thing. If I'm not watching for a cast, I'm not watching it.
True.
But I feel like we need to watch it because we did the DC.
Oh yeah, the Jinkies just chimed in and said, "What about MODOK?" Yeah, I saw the preview. Yeah. He looks pretty funny.
I forgot about MODOK, but yeah, MODOK, it is one.
It's gonna be animated.
Yeah,
it looks
That's a
Actually,
Hulu
like
show.
it might be
So-
written well.
So like that one is a little separate because that's a Hulu show. It's not. It's not
Mhm.
part of the Disney Plus. I was going by what Disney Plus has.
Okay.
So
But it's still-
yeah,
it's
Modoka
all
looks good
good.
though.
It's all
Modoka-
good.
Yeah, Modoka looks good, and as Pat Oswald's I think talking him.
Yeah, he's the voice. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks cool. I think Hulu has 2 other ones too. I think they have Silk coming to Hulu,
Really?
which is
Silk
that
getting
Spider-Man chick. Yeah,
A what though? An animated thing?
it's
Or-
gonna be a TV show.
Really?
Yeah,
That's I didn't. Yo, okay. Listen, they've been having articles left and right. People been speculating about Moon Knight getting a movie, getting
he's getting a TV show.
Keanu Reeves.
No,
When the hell is Moon Knight?
so
That's
Moon
all I
Knight got casted already. So is that Oscar, that dude from Star
the dude
Wars?
from Star Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's playing Moon Knight. Ethan Hawke got casted for one of the villains, and that's a TV series. It's gonna be an 8-part TV series.
Oh, finally. Okay. They better not cancel it. That's
Moon
all I'm
Knight-
saying. I better not hear no. There was trouble in production.
Yeah.
Man, Moon Knight has not been getting his due and has been getting dunked on all since I've known of the character.
Yeah,
Just people just come out of nowhere taking shots.
I think the
Why
last.
you gotta call him a bootleg Batman? He's wearing all white. Stop it.
He
I don't care if he flies a moon-shaped ship that looks like the bat plane.
And he has
He's
a lot of
wearing
money.
all white.
He also got a lot of money.
But so does Tony Stark.
Also, Iron
Come
Fist.
on,
Everyone forgets Iron Fist got money.
He has his own corporation.
Yeah.
Stop it. But they love to dunk on Moon Knight.
Moon
I'm just
Knight.
saying.
Moon Knight's an interesting character because Moon Knight is like a schizophrenic fucking character as well.
The
He has
one
like
I know
multiple
the
mentalities in his
most,
fucking head.
yeah, the personalities. The one I know about the most was the latest one where they tried to explore like his mental state and put that as a forefront. And he was like the first issues
That book
start
was
with him in
so
this insane asylum and whatnot.
That book was so good.
Like, yeah, I'm saying though, it is.
Yeah.
If people just stay steady with the
Yeah, that was really good.
I don't
I'm
want
actually
that
excited to
Batman.
see Moon Knight. I actually excited to see the suit. I'm like excited to see a Moon Knight suit.
I just would like to see, based on that stuff the last stuff that they put out of the character, can they tackle that with any type of real, I don't know, class? You know what I'm saying? Because mental health is a thing that it's a touchy subject.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna have a character that's schizophrenic, like I want to see can they do it?
Maybe he could be a forefront like Deadpool. Like for cancer, like a lot of
Mhm,
kids
mhm.
with cancer and things like that love that character because of that.
Oh,
Like, he
okay.
was the
Well,
healer. And
I
things
mean,
like that.
They
You know,
apparently
like
like to
a-
say
yeah.
the F word too.
He also likes to do the effort. I heard that there's little troubles with Ryan Reynolds and the production crew for Deadpool right now.
Is it because he can't say the F word?
I
'Cause
think is the fact
I'd
that
be mad too.
they have 2 different ideas of what they want the movie to be, and Ryan Reynolds refuses to do it if he doesn't do it the way he wants to do it.
I think that's the way you should handle it. Don't try to change the man's vision because he's willing to put in all that work.
Yeah, 100%. You look at the first 2. Fox didn't believe it, and look what happened.
That's true.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. A lot of MCU stuff, but the DC stuff with the whole Justice League, the Snyder Cut. I'm not crazy about it because I really did not like that movie. And they were like, "Oh, but he's Josh Whedon. He did this, he did that." I was like, I feel like there's a lot of the original content part of it, and you're just blaming somebody to point fingers at.
Yeah, but it just wasn't compelling enough to have me excited for any more of it. You know what I mean?
like I did see Batman vs Superman. That's all Snyder.
I didn't like that at all.
Exactly. So I was like, yeah, I the Snyder kind of bullshit. Like we saw Batman vs Superman. And I didn't like that one either.
Like, sir, your style is just not for me.
It's just like
not
morbid
for me.
and dark and boring.
And I get that for Batman, but for Superman, come on, bro.
I am looking forward to the Batman, the one with Robert Pattinson. Like I'm looking for that one. That one looks interesting. But Justice League, the Snyder Cut, I am not. I feel like I'm going to not force myself to watch it.
Yeah, I could definitely understand that. I'm probably gonna be in the same boat.
I'll buy 2 packs of the Broken Skull IPA and then I'll watch that movie.
Oh man, yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
And every time I gotta find something that was gonna annoy me and then I'll drink to it. Every time it goes black and white.
And Batman say Martha again?
Every time it goes black and white.
Does it do that a lot? I don't remember.
I think it's gonna happen now because I think they kind of want to make sure this is part of the cut, and I think they're gonna make those scenes in like a black, white, and color, like kind of like 300 in the way that was filmed, kind of like that. I don't know. Like I don't know what to think about it. Like I'm not excited for it whatsoever. Everyone's like,
and isn't it 4 hours?
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to 4 hours. I fuck 4 hours. That's 4 hours of my life, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I might have to do? I might have to put on my laptop and play Assassin's Creed while I watch it.
I mean, why not? See, that's why I like picture in picture. I can watch it while I'm playing something.
Yeah, I might have to do that. I am looking forward to King Kong Godzilla.
I could take it or leave it, and I only say that because I feel like this is a movie to make King Kong win, and King Kong is an asshole. I don't like King Kong. I really don't.
What if what's his name?
Now, don't get me wrong. Godzilla is a force of nature, and he just destroys stuff. But I feel like King Kong is an asshole.
What if Godzuki low blows King Kong?
If Godzuki's in that movie, I'm gonna watch it.
And
that's all I need.
And then Godzilla gets a chair and whacks him with it.
I mean, what, like Roman Reigns?
Stone Cold stuns him.
He just jumps on him and chokes King Kong out. All right.
Yes. I'm looking forward to that movie. The only thing is, I'll say this to everyone: I hate the people. I don't care about the people. I don't care about your lives. I don't care how you survive. I don't care if y'all live or die. I want to see Godzilla and King Kong fight. I don't give a fuck about y'all.
True that.
The plot could just be them two fighting the whole movie, and I'm excited for that. I could care less about everything else.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Because honestly, you asked me what was the plot of Godzilla, of the side of besides Godzilla, I had no fucking clue.
I only know the message of the original one. Is about the horrors of nuclear war.
Yeah. Stop dumping shit because you get Godzilla.
But
he angry.
Well, no, it's from the war. From we dropped the bomb on their asses.
Exactly. They blamed us. They blamed us.
And Godzilla came out of the muck. So
this is your fault.
King Kong is just a freak of nature, and then he just grabbed white women. That's all I know about King Kong. Why you gotta keep grabbing up women?
Because I'm just saying, guys, men.
You ain't helping nobody. He ain't helping nobody.
He was hungry.
Damn, that makes it even worse.
You like white meat.
You just eat a raptor, dog. He came from the island of dinosaurs, and well, they chained him up and took him.
Maybe he's watching his cholesterol and he's watching his weight. You see how big he is.
You know what? Yeah, but he still sucks.
I'm looking forward to that. Actually, I'm looking forward to that, man. I'm just saying, I'm looking forward to that movie more than Justice League Snyder Cut. I'm looking forward to the Mortal Kombat more than the Snyder Cut.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that more than all of them, actually. And I saw they just confirmed Johnny Cage. I don't think we needed to do that, but Johnny Cage is in the Mortal Kombat movie. Surprise, surprise.
I want Miz as Johnny Cage.
He would have been the perfect, Miz
100% admitted that he based his character off of Johnny Cage.
Oh, really?
His character, his character of right now, his character right now is based on Johnny Cage. Like he's the type to give you an autograph and fucking kick you in the face.
This is true.
And he actually has a picture of him and the original Johnny Cage together, and them giving each other the autograph.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a missed opportunity there.
Yeah,
he definitely should have been doing that.
I want to see Miz as Johnny Cage.
I mean, it's a damn shame he got his ass beat and his belt taken less than a week after he won it. But whatever. Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. Give him something else done. Give him some love. Anyway, any new games? What have you been playing?
No, I haven't been playing. I've seen a lot of stuff show up.
Yeah.
I've still been playing Neo 2, which is a great game.
Cool.
If you haven't played it, play it. I'm interested in Diablo 2, and they just announced that I don't have original data, but that's kind of crazy because Diablo 2 is like 20 years old or something like that. And it's just said that the new one Diablo 2 Resurrected will carry over your save data from the original game. That's nuts.
That is crazy.
That's the type of love that people shouldn't be doing. But I will say that's kind of only possible on PC because I don't think Diablo 2 was on anything else.
Yeah.
Like, I think only Diablo 1 was on PS1. You know what I mean? Diablo 2 was not on PS2 or anything like that.
Yeah.
So it makes sense, but that's something that you can only get from that type of platform.
Yeah.
I saw that Fall Guys got bought by Epic, which is like, damn, they're gonna buy everybody.
Yeah.
I can't wait till maybe Epic should buy Mass Effect from EA.
Man.
Because you know what?
Anybody just
at least they got
EA.
the money. They got the uninterrupted cash flow.
Yeah.
And then, just imagine we get Commander Shepard, both of them.
Yeah.
Male Shep and Fem Shep in Fortnite.
Yeah. Oh, did you?
What if you got Garrus? Who's your favorite Mass Effect character? Is it Garrus?
Yeah, Garrus.
If you had Garrus in Fortnite, would you play it?
I still haven't played it, and Deadpool is my favorite character being in it, so I don't
man.
know. I got. You know what? I told you I would download it today. I'll make sure I download it today. Yeah, like I think anyone that just takes Mass Effect away from EA, that would be great.
We still got like 2 more months to see what this collection is going to be like, though.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the previews. I am not buying it day one. I refuse to.
All right, so I was telling you I was at a retro game store. Guess how much they sell Mass Effect Andromeda for?
$3.99.
$2.99.
What? All right, that's right. That's right. They know.
$2.99. I was like,
they know.
Damn, that's not even worth it.
No value. No value. You had to pay for the disc.
Shout out to Jinkies spending way too much money on that game.
I mean,
because I know he's listening.
He got his rover. He's good.
Because I know he's listening.
He got something out of it.
He got what? An empty pocket.
I mean,
and false hopes.
False hopes. Yeah, that's worth a lot. Unfortunately, worth a lot. They're just taking advantage of people, man. They gotta stop it. Need to cut that out.
They saw him coming a mile away. When they made these things, they were like, you know what? You see that guy right there? That's who it's for.
The guy with the N7 shirt.
Yep. Get him.
Shame on them, man. Shame on them for taking advantage of people like that.
Oh man.
I think that was one of the first games, though. I'll be honest with you. That was one of the first games where I really stuck to the principle of I'm not buying it until the reviews come out, because I was hyped too, but I was like something about it not being done by the A team. Yeah, the A BioWare team. Once I found that out, I was like, I gotta wait.
Well, I got worried once the guys started dropping out.
Yeah,
they started dropping out like towards the ending of the production, and that's when I was like, I still you know what? I pre-ordered it and I didn't pay for it. Like when I did a big trade-in and shit. So it was one of those games I got with the big trade I did. So I was not like really paying for it. But I played it. I tried it. I tried playing. I think I did. I think I did a good 40 hours into the game.
Did it bug out for you?
It bugged out quite a few times, and I just had no interest in the story. I did not like the story.
That was the thing that made me the maddest, was the bugging out.
And
because I could have got past the story if it wasn't engaging, because I saw it tried to carry the legacy of the multiplayer. Yeah. But when I saw people glitching off the level, when I saw people like the glitching over cover, getting stuck in the walls, falling through the planet, just like nah, bro, it's not for me. Yeah, like I felt the same way. Like I just couldn't get into the story. Like I really couldn't get into it. I didn't really care about the side characters at all. Like none of them had that interest that the first 3 gave me, so I didn't care about the characters at all. And the face glitches, that was the other thing. The face glitches. Yeah, so hopefully the remaster is good. I just want to bring him up. Yakuza, Like a Dragon, PS5 and Xbox Series 1 are finally released, or they gave you a big update. The sad thing is you can't roll over your save file. That's a travesty. How dare they? You think? I have 102 hours on that fucking game. I had to do it all over again just to see a shiny glimpse of PS5. You're just gonna look at the title screen and you're just gonna be like, I can't do it. I can't press start. I did that the other day.
I was just looking at it. I'm like, do I gotta start this shit over again? I'm just looking at it. I'm like, fuck. Luckily, I do know a lot of the exploits that you could do to build up and like that. So I'm like, all right, it'll be a little easier because I know that fairy bum will be around, and all I have to do is just keep going back and forth to his ass and take him out and fucking raise my guy up extremely fast.
All right, that's good.
At least I know the little exploits here and there. I do like the story enough to go through it again. I'm not gonna do it just yet. I'm gonna finish Valhalla first, which I'm maybe 80% right now.
Damn, man. You was at 70 something like 2 weeks ago. Come on.
Dude,
how big is that damn game?
It's big, dude. Every time I fucking clear an island, they add another island. I'm like, fuck.
Do they know you're playing it and they just be like, yo, you ain't finished yet? All right, put another one.
Exactly. Let's name it like Zimbabwe. And then it's like, what? What?
I can't
That's
read
not even part of Europe.
You know what's funny, though? I feel like that's kind of what they turn into. It's just like they got bigger and bigger and bigger. So
yeah, that game became like a big exploration game because you could actually turn off all the map shit and just fucking explore the game yourself. Like no maps, no indications anywhere.
Do you get a trophy for that?
No. I think Odyssey you did. I think Odyssey you did.
Oh, okay. Okay. Wow.
Not completing the game, but using that mode.
That's not bad.
But Valhalla is good. It's an interesting story. It got me to watching the show Vikings, which I just started.
That's the one with Edge?
Yeah, Edge is in it. He's in season 5, I think. But I'm at season 4, and I'm digging it. It's a lot of blood and guts, and a lot of crazy storylines, a lot of betrayal. Always betrayal amongst family and friends and other people. But it's really good. It's really well done show for History Channel. It's really well done.
Okay, that's cool.
Definitely watch it. It's on the Hulu, all the seasons.
Okay. I know one thing I saw picking up traction as news that was making me angry because there's still no pictures or confirmation from Nintendo.
Yeah, was
Bloomberg picking up the story that the Super Switch or whatever name, the Switch Pro, is a real thing. There's there's a source who talked about production line information. Yeah. Not confirmed from Nintendo. Just, there's 7-inch screens, 7-inch OLEDs. Yeah. And there's a new battery type that's going to be used. And combined with the OLED is going to even further prolong the battery life, which is like supposed to be,
because the updated system I think goes for 8 to 10 hours. So I think they're going for like 14 to 16 hours.
And then the other bit of news was like, in addition to this, we're going to do they're planning docked to be 4K, and the screens are going to be 720p, which they say an OLED is not bad, so that's whatever. But it was just like all this news, and ain't nobody from Nintendo say a goddamn thing. It's just like, what is going on? Like.
It's like
at this point,
it's like someone telling me, "Yo, you want to know what I heard?" Kind of shit, right?
But it's almost like everybody's pushing them to make it. It's like Nintendo's not making it, and then every other week there's a new story about it, and a new story, and a new story.
I feel like Nintendo sees the news and like,
they just laughing.
Like, you won't get the same Mario. You won't get another Mario game. That's what we're gonna give you.
Yeah, and I'm just like,
and it's gonna be a remaster of like Mario's Missing.
You say that. You say that like they won't do it.
I know they will. Don't do that, please. If you're gonna remake something, remake RPG.
You know what? If you want to make something, remake the first 3 games. I would like to see what style they could pull off if they remade Mario 1, 2, and 3. And I mean, you could do World, but I would like to see a new, like maybe a new pixel style, maybe a new art style. Because I feel like, the one I think that could really get a major overhaul and still be true to the classic is Mario 3, because it's a stage production. Yeah. And I wish like they had the graphics and technology to make it like,
I think
look like a stage production.
You know what game that they could, what game art that it could possibly use for that one, just because how it's set. Because it kind of reminds me of the Link Awakening.
No, don't do that.
I wouldn't want to do that, but I could see them using that.
I was gonna say Paper Mario.
I wouldn't mind like a shell shade, like a cartoony looking version.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mind.
But I just mean for that one specifically. I don't mean for all of them.
Like a Wind Waker, but like side scroller.
Yeah. I mean some crazy big budget.
I honestly will take the new Super Mario like style and just make a remaster of all 3 games.
Okay.
I like the original Mario. Like I will replay the original Mario if it had like a more updated thing. Because even the OLED graphics, I like it. Because honestly, if you really think about like Mario All Stars, like this SNES cartridge, that was like the first ever like remastered game.
You're right.
And
I didn't like it. I didn't like 3 in that style though. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I just didn't like it.
I think my favorite version of 3 was the Advance, the Mario 4. Advance
Mark, I wish I played that. Yeah. I worked at Pokemon when that game came out. Yeah. I could have got it for free or a discount, and I just neglected to get it.
I think that's my favorite version of Mario 3 because they added the coins, so they made it gave you replay value to the stages because you had to collect all 5 coins and shit. And I think it played slightly better than the All Stars.
And there was another feature.
Yeah.
Another feature that I could have taken advantage of, having access to all those cars. It was compatible with the e-reader.
Yeah.
And you could put in the suits and different things.
Yeah.
I think that was the only way to get Yoshi. I think it was. Like, you can get Yoshi in that game, but you had to use the e-reader.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, that game was crazy. That one and the Super Mario Advance, the first one, when they remade Super Mario World, when they put those extra special levels in that game.
Yeah.
That was cool. And they put Luigi in there with the jump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like, again, like if you actually like if you like imagine doing Mario 3 with the available of Toad, Luigi, and Princess, but with all the attributes they had in Mario 2. It'll change the game completely because then you like, I think Princess would be the easy mode because she could float through everything and shit like that. And then Toad would be the, like, I don't know. You could do shit
be the
like
hard mode because he's faster, but he doesn't jump as far or something like that.
Yeah. So I would like, I actually would take a Mario, like original Mario remake, and just like I just would like to see the work put into it.
I'd take a Mario too. I like that game.
Yeah, that was
I like it more than the first one.
That was one of the challenges I gave Tommy. I think that was like our first challenge.
Yeah. Did he finish it?
Yeah, he did. He beat it. Yeah, he beat it.
Okay.
And was so pissed that it was just a fucking dream.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
They had to find a way to make that story make sense.
Yeah, right. Anyway.
Have you ever seen Doki Doki Panic in action?
Yes, I have.
It's the exact same game.
Yay! I got my Retromania coming.
You got your code for it? I mean, not your code. You got
tracking
the notification that it's coming. The physical one?
Yeah, I got the physical Switch copy, but I might buy it on PS4 or 5. Just to, I just want to support the game because I know this guy fucking really worked to get that game going. So I'm gonna try to get I'll probably buy Choice.
That's good. I mean, listen, I'm glad they actually it's a thing.
Yeah.
I told you about the podcast I heard with the creator, with Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah.
I heard over the weekend, and just to hear how his first this is the thing I didn't mention on other podcasts, but the first thing he mentioned when he came up with, I guess, the idea and was ready to start work.
Yeah.
He said the word spiritual successor, and then he saw the feedback, and it was just like, oh, not another spiritual successor from like the fans. It was like, at that point, you know what? I knew I had to get the official rights to be the official sequel. Yeah. And then it was like to hear him have to not journey to, but basically try to get in contact with Technosub Japan. Yeah. And then to find out that they went bankrupt and sold to this company and then sold to another company. Yeah. And then eventually he had to deal with ArcSys, which is the people responsible for Guilty Gear and Dragon Ball, the engine for Dragon Ball Fighters and stuff. And it's like, damn, dude. Yeah. And he was like, all it took was one person to pay attention. It was like, it worked out.
Yeah.
Somebody was like, yeah, we're not using this. And you know what's funny was like a sticking point was Tommy Dreamer mentioned, yeah, well, thank goodness WWE didn't own it.
Yeah.
Because you know all the characters in there.
Yeah.
And if they had not just been like licensing it and had owned the IP, it wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, it would have been a problem, and they would never been able to keep up with that. Because even WWE don't even own the license for the WWF Super WrestleFest. Because honestly, you would think that they would try to remake that or resell that somehow.
No, they just didn't care back then.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah, and it wasn't LG yet. Thank God.
I was turned into a claim.
Yeah. Anyway.
God damn it.
What else we got? Yeah, so that's gonna be interesting. I was looking at that. I was part of their Kickstarter. I got the Switch the physical copy. I might pick it up on the PS4 just because I want to support the game. But I was especially seeing like Matt Cardona and someone that don't play video games whatsoever, Brian Myers, actually playing it and really getting into it. It was something that I'm actually looking forward to playing.
Mm-hmm.
So
because it's hard to master, easy to pick up and play. So that's good.
Yeah. So and WrestleFest was the same thing. Like WrestleFest wasn't an easy game whatsoever.
Well,
once you
kind of blame it. You kind of blame it on old school arcade design because it was made to take your money.
Yep. Because once you got to Legion of Doom, they got like Affinity Health and like 10,000 supers.
Oh my goodness!
And your guy was tired as fuck.
I don't even know. I don't think I made it past like the third team because I made it to. I remember. See, it was interesting that I even got to play it because it was just real nothing arcade inside of like a candy store that was close to my Catholic school.
Yeah. And
so we went in there and played the game. It was just like, why is this here? But whatever. And it was a 4-player version, and me and my friend used to team up against the computer, and we used to get kind of far, and then we used to just get decimated. So yeah.
Yeah, the decimated happened to Legion of Doom. It's always Legion of Doom. They're fucking assholes.
I think the big boss man whipped our ass.
Yeah. And there was only like two like official tag teams in that game. There was like Legion of Doom and Demolition.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rest were like singles, like Hogan. I was sad Macho Man was not in that game.
True.
I would have used him all the time.
Did you ever play the Game Boy one that looked like it used the sprites from that one?
Yes.
It wasn't exactly like related to it, but it used the big chunky wrestler sprites.
Yeah.
And it had the little MIDI versions of the theme songs and a little picture that showed up. Yeah.
Sad.
That was a good one. And that one had Macho Man.
Yes. So I guess we get into our verdict.
Man, this movie sucks.
Our 2 decades of
this week
superhero movies.
This week, you got me watching this damn interspecies erotica called Howard the Duck from 1986.
That's like the perfect way to take this.
Yeah, just thank you, Kevin Smith, for that one. Is PG, was an hour and 50 minutes. Action adventure comedy. Felt like a rom-com.
Yeah.
And it debuted August 1st, 1986 in the US. This movie stars Leah Thompson as Beverly Whistler. Did not remember that she also played the mom from Back to the Future.
Yes.
Back to the Future 2 and Back to the Future 3. She was not in the first one. Jeffrey Jones, R.I.P. as Dr. Walter Jennings.
I love some kind of wonderful.
I didn't see that. Oh wait, no, he's still with us. All right. Unless they don't have his thing down that he passed.
Nah, I don't think he passed away yet.
All right, that's good. Because I thought
see if he did currently.
Last I see it is 2019.
2019, so that's not far. He was in Deadwood.
Yeah. But if you've seen 80s movies back in the day, so if you saw Beetlejuice, if you saw, what was it? Wasn't he in Ferris Bueller?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah.
One of my favorite
Easy
movies
Money.
One of my favorite movies he's in is The Pest.
Oh, The Pest, dude. Yeah.
He hunted it.
but he's overacting and being a crazy person is the best.
Yeah.
And in this movie is no exception. You got Tim Robbins as Phil Blumberg.
Way before Shawshank Redemption.
Yes. Yeah.
Before the
he was.
awards.
I couldn't stand him in this movie.
Yeah.
Just the worst. Ed Gale, which is the credited Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
Then you have Chip Zien, which is also credited in the opening credits as the voice of Howard the Duck. So one of them was in the suit, and one of them was the voice. But also, you read the credits here, you see that it has a ton of people, I guess, for the special effects part, the animatronics. So it's like 7 people that worked on being Howard the Duck. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Who else you have? Paul Guilfoyle, who is the Lieutenant Welker. He was actually a major character. He was a cop that was like sent out the duck hunt. He didn't want to say duck hunt. I thought that was funny. He said duck hunt? Don't you use this stuff. And then we also have a young Holly Robinson Pete as Casey, a member of the band the Cherry Bombs.
Yes.
So
she was hanging Mr. Cooper.
Much later.
One Jump Street.
So she went on to do bigger and better things. Definitely bigger and better than this
so
damn
bigger. Not so bigger. Hopefully better.
No. 21 Jump Street. I give it all the credit in the world. 21 Jump Street and Hanging with Mr. Cooper are definitely bigger than this movie. I don't care what anybody says.
You could question Hanging with Mr. Cooper. I think that show had like one good season.
Did it only have one season?
No, it had 3 seasons.
No, I think it had 2. I think it had 2.
3, because Raven-Symoné was in the last one.
Wow. I might have missed that one. All I remember was...
Raven-Symoné was in the second
Omar
and third.
Gooding.
Yeah.
Okay. All I remember was Omar Gooding, and I remember him from Wild and Crazy Kids. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
And I saw him once in a KFC in Harlem, and I did not blow his cover. That's all.
Yeah. So he, she, Hanging with Cooper, I think it was 3 seasons. The first one was with the 2 roommates. The second one, that's when I think he became a school teacher and shit. And he had his sister move with him, and then Raven-Symoné came in the second and third season. Okay. All
right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I like that show. I like that show a lot. That was the after school show. That was the Cartoons Went On show.
Yeah. Okay.
That's all I remember. It was like after like 4:30 or whatever. It was like, Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Mr. Cooper. Man, Hulu was trying their best to get me to watch that show after any show I will watch. Like I'll finish the season of Bob's Burgers, and it will come out. Hey, next up, Hangry Mr. Cooper. Like, no, I don't want to watch that show. Stop trying to force Cooper on me.
That's really funny and random. Damn.
Yeah, like it won't even be like a show of this genre.
Yeah, that's got nothing to do with Bob's Burger. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's like crazy. Bob's Burger. Like, I think I was watching Scrubs. It was like, hey, Hangry Mr. Cooper. Like, I don't want to watch this damn show.
What?
Stop that shit, Hulu. I'll punch you.
Oh man, that's mad.
You might have to watch it.
It's good. It's funny. It's funny.
I have a feeling like after the 2 decades of superhero comic book movies, I feel like we should go at least to maybe 1 or 2 seasons of just like our favorite sitcoms.
Okay, that's not bad.
And we'll probably pick like 5 and do like a poll of 5 ones that are everyone's favorites and shit.
Yeah, I could definitely do that.
Watch it. We don't Golden Girls. We don't let them watching Golden Girls. Golden Girls is actually a good show. No, I watched it with Jackie. I watched a few episodes.
But you said favorite. Like, I'm trying to think, is Golden Girls my favorite? Because I like Seinfeld.
I like Seinfeld.
I like Hanging with Mr. Cooper a lot. But see, I more like the Wayans brothers. That's like my favorite.
The Wayans. I like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air a lot.
Fresh Prince is up there.
I like Scrubs. Scrubs is like one of my favorite TV shows.
See, I never got into
I just finished like the full the seasons I consider Scrubs.
I really like King of Queens.
King of Queens.
You know what? Might be a surprise. I really like Everybody Loves Raymond.
Yeah, I've never watched a full episode of Everything.
Yo, the father on that show, he is the OG.
Yeah.
The father on that show is the best. Him, and basically the father from what was the show I just said with Kevin James? Ah, damn it.
King of Queens. Yeah, I remember they had like a spin-off, a team.
Those two guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I know. What was it, Jerry?
He was on Jerry. He was in Seinfeld too.
Yeah, he was the father. He was George's father.
Stiller.
Stiller. Thank you.
Something Stiller.
Jerry Stiller. Yo,
yeah,
that's a funny ass dude. I'm just saying.
The Ben Stiller's daddy.
We'll see how old do we have to go? Because I'm about to say we put Sanford and Son up.
You know what? I like Sanford and Son. I watched that like maybe a couple of years ago, and I actually really enjoyed it.
That's a funny ass show, dude.
Yeah. I cannot watch Family Matters anymore. I've tried.
Why not?
I can't stand
it doesn't hold up
the comedy. I can't stand it.
I would have to.
I want to punch Urkel in the throat every single time.
I mean, well, he's the ultimate. That's his job. You're supposed to.
No, but it's also the storylines. Like like the thing with, especially this, like you had to get past the first season. The first season was boring as shit. Because you didn't get Urkel until like the second season, or late in the first season.
Well, you can skip that one. Yeah. I thought you were gonna say like the subject matter doesn't age well, because I'm just gonna say Urkel was kind of.
No, the subject matter aged well. I just didn't find the comedy like that great. I wasn't entertained like that with that show.
But was it just the first season, or you remember if you watched the whole?
I watched. You know what? I think I watched a good chunk of it. I even watched the CBS ones, which were fucking terrible.
Yeah, they weren't great.
Oh, they were that bad.
That isn't.
They were
you know what?
really
You
bad.
just reminded me. Yo, Perfect Strangers was good.
Perfect Strangers. Right?
I like Perfect Strangers.
So we'll go into it. Let's go back into Howard Duck.
I don't want to, but we'll do it. All right.
But yeah, that's something in the idea banks of going to a sitcom.
This movie makes me feel like I should be on the list. Like there's almost like this feeling of shame that comes over me in some of the scenes where I'm just like, I feel bad for the woman, Leah Thompson, who had to fall in love with this duck man, this alien duck man that came out of nowhere who was rude and called her toots, and I'm just like, this shit is, like you said, Mark, this was definitely a product of his time.
Yeah.
Just, you know what I'm saying? But then again, it also came from that weird stint in the 80s where everything was like, it almost looked like they thought the world was going to go into this punk utopia, because it opens up with these just weird, radical looking people when he gets to the planet Earth. Like at first it starts out with him on his duck planet, and I don't know what city it's supposed to be. It looks like it might be New York, but it doesn't have like Twin Towers.
You know what like this movie, like the cringeworthy of this movie was, you ever watch that movie with the dinosaur and Whoopi Goldberg?
Not the whole thing. I know what something Rex, right?
It gave me the douche chills of that movie, but with a lot more raunchier.
See, it was just seemed too sexual for no reason.
Way too.
Like there was a palpable sexual tension between the female lead and Howard the Duck, and I'm just like, this wasn't earned. This just came out of nowhere. He fell out of the sky, and now she wants to like pretend to have. No, and he's like, oh, I want to see human body. Like, no, go away, Duck Man, please. You're weird.
And the first job they give him is like in a sex fucking room.
And it's what is up with that?
Like a brothel or some shit.
He ended up illegally in a brothel. What?
Yeah.
How's that where they make you work? What? And what was up with that pool of like green? Was that shit?
I don't know.
That he kicked the dude into? What?
I haven't. Like, I don't want to know what's in there.
I have so many questions.
That was like the Guado. Once you go in, you can't see it.
Just like, bro, what are you doing? It feels like they had a bunch of props left over from Star Wars, and they just and George Lucas was like, you have to take this one character. I read him in was he a Marvel character first, or was he a Marvel character?
No, he was a Marvel character. That was a Marvel comic book character.
It just felt like he saw the character, fell in love with it and was like, oh yeah, I gotta make this movie.
Yeah.
And somehow I feel like this movie's about him.
Yeah. Like again, I understand like the Howard the Duck. I actually read a lot of the Howard the Duck comics. I actually liked a lot of the old ones.
Is it like this?
It's very raunchy. They're like remember like the cartoon like Fizz the Cat kind of thing.
No, I didn't.
You ever heard of Fizz the Cat? It was kind of like an adult. It was like an adult cartoon with these cats and shit. It was very similar in that storyline. It was very similar in that like that sense of humor kind of thing.
So it didn't come out of nowhere. Okay.
Yeah, so they had like a lot of raunchy like adult titles and things like that, especially like going in. But that's what it was kind of giving me a heads up for.
This movie opens up with duck people, and he comes home after a hard day's work. He opens up, he sits down, he lights up a stogie, he gets a beer. He watches his duck TV, and they have the equivalents of real life, like a game show. They have a drama. I mean, the humor is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Like, listen, when the girl, the female duck on whatever their ER type show was, I'm in love with you. And then it goes, he's dead. Like, he's in the middle of the operation trying to save a man, and the duck just died. And she's like, I love you. Like, yo, what is this? But he opens up a Playboy, a Play Duck magazine. And I'm just like, why this duck got the human nipples? Yeah. Why it got human breasts on it? Like, it feels like this movie was trying so hard to be edgy. But again, if you said the comic book was came from that type of stock.
Yeah. Because even to this day, like his character is kind of still raunchy in a way, but they kind of brought him down like a little bunch of levels, and now it's like more. I actually know what the last comic reminded me of is Duckman.
But Duckman is fun.
Ray Jason Adams, the new comic kind of reminds me of Duckman. Like that's the kind of humor it has now, but before it was very raunchy and things like that. And honestly, the thing with the Howard the Duck too, the comic got canceled a lot of the times because of that. Because during that time they had the comic code, so basically you only could do a certain extent two things. But like I said, like I think the idea behind this movie was kind of like the cartoon of Fizz the Cat. Honestly, if they would have made an animated movie, I think it would have been more graphic than what it was in this. But because Fizz the Cat was pretty graphic for a cartoon back in the day. But yeah, it had that raunchiness. It had, like, again, honestly, if it was something like now, I don't think that would have ever came out. It would have came out in a way, but it would not like that.
You know what? It's just, I think the thing that bothers me is that the timeline of everything, because it's a movie, none of it feels earned. Yeah. And it just feels like, why? But why though? Yeah. But if that happened and the alien came out of this, a duck alien, like, would you fuck it? That's not what. But why though? Would you let it try to get you?
Yo, there's some people in the South that they're married to their pig, so I can't question that.
I'm just saying they were in a major metropolitan city. I forgot what, I think it was Ohio. I was like, but why though? And so, like, why entertain this? Don't play with them like that. Come on, man. But anyway,
the dogs, you got excited.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't. And but there was some parts when the doctor started talking to him in Donald Duck language. I was like,
I wanted Howard to punch him in the throat.
But
I really wanted Howard to punch him in the throat.
Tim Robbins' character as a scientist who initially, so Leah Thompson's character, Beverly Switzler, she's the first like human to find him and not try to beat him up and kill him and stuff. Yeah, which I thought was just like a crazy and weird running theme throughout the movie. Is just like every time somebody saw him, they screamed and ran or they wanted to kill him. Yeah, it was like no in between. It's just like I'm deathly afraid of you. I want to kill you.
It was like there was no like even close in between. It was just like I'm gonna murder your ass.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but the basically the through line is her character finds Howard the Duck in the alley. She's about to be raped. Yeah. Like, because these two fans of hers come out there. What the dude is licking her hair as she's trying to get away from them, and I'm like, already it's just we starting off already. It's just too many cliches. Yeah. But so he comes out of the dumpster that he hid in from from the biker gang called what, the Devil Sluts or something like that. Like they made sure to show you that on the back of their jackets as they drove by. And it's just like, so he basically pulls a Batman, beats him up in the alley. They run off. He calls the baby man, which made me laugh because it was again, the way things are depicted is like the world is on the brink of chaos, but also at the same time it's fine because it's, I don't know, Merc, maybe it's just me. I'm too young to have been around in the punk scene during the 80s, but I don't remember people wearing jackets with baby faces strapped to them. Baby doll. I live with someone that probably would do that. So I can see that. Oh, all right. Well, yeah. So I guess they go that far.
They do like the leather. They have like a lot of the buttons and things like that too.
But baby faces?
Yeah, they would do that.
From dolls? They weren't small, Mark. They was from the dolls themselves. They were the heads of babies.
Yeah, it reaches.
It was so weird.
Yeah.
But anyway, those two guys, those two would-be rapists get thwarted.
Yeah.
And so, as was the day back in movies at this time, you save a woman, she instantly, oh, come back to my place, duck man. You know what I'm saying? So they start this type of friendship from her saving him, but already the raunch is there. He falls asleep after he tells her his story, and she believes him and whatnot because it's a duck man, and he wasn't. She determines he's not a man in a suit, right?
Yeah,
he's an actual thing from another planet. And she rummages through his wallet. She sees his little ID, his blooming ducks card, and then like sees a condom in there. I'm just like, what the? Could you stop?
At least he's protected.
That's like 20 minutes in. Could you stop? And it's like she puts a blanket on him. And that's another cliche of a person falls asleep, you just put a blanket on him. Like, what if he's a hot sleeper? Don't put a blanket on him. Let him, maybe he sleeps naked. Come on, man, leave him alone. But anyway, so you got that cliche going on. And all the while there's the other through line of her being taken advantage of by the manager.
Yeah.
So she's with her bandmates, and that's where you see like Holly Robinson and the rest of the girls. And they perform songs, and that's like kind of, I guess, her therapy is her performing, and like she wants to get somewhere with her career.
Yeah.
And so she has a friend. I didn't realize it was because her bandmate's boyfriend was the guy in the museum. So that's where Tim Robbins' character comes in, and immediately he's just unlikable. He's just, once he sees Howard the Duck, like, first it goes, okay, I'm gonna help you out, and immediately he runs out of the room and goes into the other room to tell everybody else what happened. He just starts screaming, I have it, and before he says what it is, he realizes it's a duck, and I can't tell them about this. I have to keep this to myself. And he runs back, and it's just like, this guy's just a sniveling snake, isn't he? Like, I felt like he was gonna be the villain.
Yeah.
Like they really don't paint him in a good light. So he's already annoying the main female character. He's already, like, he's proved when they do the tests and he speaks to Donald Duck, like, he's just like, oh my god, that should have me rolling.
I still wanted him to punch him in the throat.
Freaking Howard wants to kill him too when that happens. So he gets pissed off. They leave, like they're trying to storm out. The whole time he's blathering on about getting a Nobel Peace Prize and shit. So he's already a self-serving piece of garbage.
Yeah. And
it's just like, all right. So the first person you show me, unlikable. And then they have a moment where Donald, I'm about to call him Donald, where Howard the Duck is like, I don't need your sympathy, blah blah blah, I'm gone.
Yeah. And
she's just overacting her ass off. She does the whole, well, I'm gonna leave, and then turns around, does the stomp, the shoulders up, the face, you know what I mean, like everything. So it's like the vibe of this movie, it feels like it was going to be the raunch. It feels like it wanted to be two things. Like I said, it wanted to do the space raunch.
Yeah.
But it also was like this almost kid-friendly movie where they overact.
Not
You know what I mean? It's really like it wanted to be two things at once. It's like, I get the whole thing of can we be both, but I mean it is PG.
I'm surprised that's PG.
Yeah, I'm surprised it was PG, especially with the
I'm like extremely surprised that shit's PG.
And it's just like it was just losing me from there. And but thankfully when it takes a while though. It takes a while for it to pick up steam.
Yeah.
They have this moment where it's like they start singing love songs. There was a love song playing when they first met.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, why? It's hard. It's just like from the moment this movie starts, they're trying to make this duck and this woman basically romantic interest. It's just, it didn't earn it, dude. That's part of my problem with this movie. It just didn't earn any of that stuff it was trying to push on you.
Yeah,
so she was singing a song. She was like, "Oh, this is too depressing." Then she went back to playing her energetic rock music, which I thought was better anyway. I think the girls did record, because if you look at some of the other girls from here, one of them, she's like she's actually a singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
So I think they were like actually performing the music and stuff and singing and whatever, and they were good. Like, to be honest, their performances were part of the one thing I really liked about the movie. Like, I liked the end song. I liked the song they did in the club.
It was actually performed by them.
Yeah, and then like they had the little thing where Howard got the manager. There was a sleazeball, and the guy was trying to buy the girls off of him. Yeah. And then the manager was like, "Oh no, well, you don't get him before I take advantage of him first." And I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude, they just ruthless. And so Howard has a bar fight, gets thrown off the bar, comes back, and then sticks the ice pick in the dude's earring. Yeah. And threatens to stab him in the face. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it goes from extreme to extreme. Yeah. And it's just like, God damn, man, this is all over the place. So, by that point in the movie, I wasn't out. But I was already just like, this movie is all over the place. The vibe is up and down, is about to be violent as hell. It's already got way too much sexual tension. And then it's trying to be like kid-friendly on one front because it's a duck man. I'm just like, what is going on, dude? And that's all before my actual favorite part of the movie, before they try to send him back to where he came from. Yeah. And that's where Jeffrey Jones' character comes in. Yeah. Walter Jennings. And he's basically like the most level-headed person. He knows what's going on. He knows why he's there. They found a feather that fell like after the science experiment went wrong and brought him through the wormhole or whatever. And they're like, okay, we're going to send him back. So before they get to send him back, they tried to start it up, and they brought interdimensional demons into the world. Yeah. And one of them basically, body snatches him, but not really. It's like it takes over his body, and he's slowly turning into a demon. Yeah. And at first they don't believe him, but then his voice is like the whole scene with the car chase where he's basically wigging out. It's like, oh, there's something inside of me ripping at my guts. It's transforming. He's saying everything is doing to him, and I was just dying. Like, to be honest, he's my favorite character in the movie.
I think he was
his overacting.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, his overacting and all that. It was just the best. So.
He always plays a good villain too. He always plays that good, weird fucking character.
And I was surprised because he was introduced as a major like good guy. Yeah. And then he just turns into a villain. I'm like, possessed. But you know what? His overacting, his voices, I loved it. I loved every part of him and his the part in the diner where they try to kill Howard and he just goes on a rampage with his psychic powers and stuff from the demon within. That part was cool. Like, he slammed Howard into the ceiling and basically left him unconscious and took the girl to get more power. Yeah. He had a funny but like gross scene where a tentacle came out of his mouth. Yeah. And they stuck it into the lighter part of the truck that he stole. It was just nuts. He went into the reactor pretty much like a movie we're gonna see soon. Yeah. That's much worse than this movie. Much worse than this movie.
Yes.
That
thing we got.
Nuclear Man, yo. Yeah. Nuclear Man, yo. We still gotta see Nuclear Man.
Sadly, we have a lot of worse movies than this. So getting there.
But yeah, like everything involving him was the best. When he blew up the cars on the highway, like that shit was cool as hell.
He was a good character.
Yeah, he was the best character, and he looked cool at the end when he had that glowing red aura. Like, oh, he looks dope. He kind of reminded me like a messed up Dr. Wily.
Yeah.
But yeah, like again, I said my piece. I didn't really like a lot of the characterization of like Howard, that doctor.
Yeah.
But I didn't like the weird sexual tension. I didn't like
way too much.
It's just that the so many characters just being mad rapey.
Yeah.
Mad rapey. Just, what? Bruh, you ain't gotta. I get it was the 80s, but damn, everybody ain't gotta be trying to rape somebody. Come on.
Yeah.
Just.
And then also being PG, I'm just extremely. I'm still extremely shocked that this is a PG movie.
Yeah, you like you said, Merc, product of his time, because you can get away with a hell of a lot.
Yeah, because
I'm surprised there wasn't children smoking.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
Right? That would just like be the icing on the cake. Like even like when she was laying with freaking Howard, like I was like, wow, really? And that's PG. Sheesh.
But I get that she was playing with him, but I'm like, why are you playing with him like that? Like, come on, man. Like, bruh.
All right.
Sis.
So what's gonna be your verdict of this movie?
I was gonna give it a 2.75, and I'm on the fence now. I think I'm giving it a 2.5.
2.5.
And saying that it's mostly off of the strength of Jeffrey Jones' performance in this movie. Because his character was the best.
Yeah.
It really was. It was over the top. It had a lot of like dry humor to him. He did the coolest stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he was my main. He was the MVP for me. That was it.
I'm still really shocked that this is a PG movie. So I'm like, oh shit. The duck. I think I'll give it. I don't think I'm gonna go with 2.5 as well. Like there was things I liked about it, but again, it was just like, again, it's a product of its time. Like this is a lot of shit that you can do now, and they did a lot of things that I'm surprised. Again, it was PG-13. PG, not even PG-13. PG.
PG. Yes.
I think there are a lot better movies on this list, but it's not that far to the end as well. So,
True.
This is gonna go right behind Superman 3 on my list. So right now, mine is Superman 2, number 1, Flash Gordon, number 2, Toxic Avenger, number 3, Superman the movie, number 4, Weird Science, number 5, Superman 3, number 6, Howard the Duck, number 7, Lone Ranger, number 8, Supergirl, number 9, and Condom War, number 10. I'm just going to do the top 10, so Sheena is out the countdown.
Yeah.
Good for her. And yours is Toxic Avenger, Superman 2, Superman the movie, Flash Gordon, Weird Science, Superman 3, Howard the Duck, Legend of the Lone Ranger, Supergirl, and Condor Man.
That sounds about right.
Next movie on the list is Masters of the Universe, starring Dolph Lundgren.
You know what? This movie scared me as a kid, so we'll see.
I did not like this movie.
Skeletor was horrifying.
Yeah. So right now, for the month of March, I think we have 3 more weeks. We have Masters of the Universe, RoboCop, Superman 4, and Batman. So that'll be the next 4 movies.
Can't wait till we get to RoboCop. God damn it.
Oh God, we got Superman 4 though.
Nuclear Man. Damn it.
Yeah. So that's our countdown for now for our comic book superhero movies of 2 decades. We have the list of our top 10. I'll put them up on our Facebook group. So if you actually want to see our top 10 or the full list of the movies we're going to, I'll put the list up so you guys can follow and watch. I actually sent this to my bro's wife, Emmy, because she wanted to see some of the movies that are on the list. So I sent her the list.
Nice.
That is it.
Yes, sir.
Howard the Duck is done.
Thankfully.
Yes.
What a strange film.
Yeah.
What a strange movie.
Yep. So, all right. I guess we'll wrap this up.
Yeah. On that note, thank you for listening to another episode of the It Gets Better, I Swear podcast. Make sure you check us out anywhere and everywhere, RedCycloneInc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram. That is YouTube. That is SoundCloud and Spotify. And also, check out the WordPress.
Yep.
Where you at, Merc?
I am on Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch TV, and SoundCloud. All Merc the Mic. Follow our RedCycloneInc Spotify page. Is the easiest way to get our podcast because all of them are on there. Follow me, Gets Better, I Swear, to our Shell Shock, which has a new episode, to Not a Trekkie, and the Game of Rage podcast. Our weekly is Get Better, I Swear, and our weekly, the Wrestling Babble podcast. So definitely listen, check, like, subscribe, share. Share with your homies, share with people you hate, share everybody.
And also, just to say it again, happy belated birthday to Tenacious T.
Yes, go fuck himself. Nah, happy birthday, Tenacious T. I hope a midget punches you in the dick. I gotta hire Hornswoggle. I don't see how much Hornswoggle costs, so I could just get him to low blow.
Much.
Probably not that much. Just a low blow Tommy one day. Just like get out the car, low blow him, and
just go.
That's it. Always remember, follow the Jinkies.
Because he got them. No, he's not supposed to have them, but he got them. Somebody gave it to him.
We might hire Hornswoggle for him too to stop eating sandwiches.
Yeah, definitely.
You're watching, and then we know you're watching too. So be careful.
Getting the barbed wire explosive death match. Keep it up.
Peace out.